I would like to start with the overview, short overview of the patent in the patent system, and then we follow through with the patent search, and then the invention spotting, and then siguro we'll have a workshop on that because since we are into or aiming to file for patent, we really need to do seriously patent search, no? Kay pag kumbaga pag tinanong na ano bang sekreto para makapag-file talaga ng patent, not merely utility model. And I think the very good answer would be to do an extensive patent search and invention spotting. So not to brag, but the patent grants that I received are masasabi ko ring experiments ko, no, on how the examiners will respond to the applications I submit, no. And then because when you file for patent, not merely utility model, there are many uh, office actions that you will receive, no. Especially one very important office action that I really appreciate and learn from it is the uh, early search report with the written opinion. And that on the written opinion provided by the patent examiners, uh, there you will find how they assess your invention's industrial applicability, novelty, and inventive step. So in that way, pinifigure out ko kung paano kino-compare ni examiner yung aking applications with the search they do themselves. And then with that, in my succeeding applications, I really consider anticipating the examinations of the patent examiners. So, yan po, no? So, parang dalawang objective ko in filing for patent. One is to learn or further learn. And of course, yung advantage na naibibigay sa atin ng patent, especially sa ating promotion. Right? So, without further uh, elaborations, let me start with the overview of patents. So we start with brief overview of what is the concept of patent. So I hope you have already undergone training on the foundations, no, of the different IP. And please bear with me because of this 3-day compressed training. We'll be focusing on the patent. So basically, patent gives the inventor the right to exclude others from practicing the invention. So when we say to practice an invention is uh, the capability or the authority to create, to sell, and use the invention. So when you have a grant of patent, you will be able to exclude others from doing the same. So mayroon tayong tinatawag na exclusive right on the use, making, leasing, and selling of the product of our invention. No? And the violation of that right will be yung tinatawag nating infringing of your IP right. So you will be protected for 20 years from the date of filing. So take note of the term, no? It is from the date of filing. For example, when you file this month, for example, no, May of 2025, no? Uh, so kumbaga, yung pag na-grant yung patent mo, you will be enjoying, no, the exclusive right for from this year to 2045, something like that, no? But actually, you will be able to learn or know whether you pass the uh, requirement for patentability like 3 or 4 years, no? Hindi mo pa malalaman within 3 or 4 years kung yung patent application mo will be granted because there is more stringent examination conducted by patent examiners, no? Yung tinatawag natin industrial applicability, novelty, and inventive steps, which I'm going to uh, expound later on, no, in our succeeding lectures. So again, that will be for 20 years. Okay. But take note of this, and I will try to illustrate this in the next slide. A patent does not give you an absolute right to practice the invention. No? Once you were granted a patent, hindi ibig sabihin na free na tayo na uh, commercialize ng ating technology. Because oftentimes, a patent is an improvement of an existing technology. And if it is an improvement of an existing technology, ibig sabihin mayroon kang pinagbasihan na previous technology, no, done by others, and that is what we refer to as the prior art. So to illustrate that, let's go to a hypothetical set of example. For example, here mayroon tayong company A na nag-develop ng telephone, no, with a keypad. So very specific here, underscore ko, yung technology ng company A is telephone with a keypad. Say this was filed in 2020. And then in the after 5 years, mayroong isang inventor na naman na nakapag-isip na gawing, let's say, wired to, no? Na gawing wireless yung telephone. Okay? So, yung specific na invention niya at saka embodiment of the invention is the mobile phone. No? Ibig sabihin, wireless telephone. Say, na-file niya ng 2025. So, having a grant of patent, for example, after 2045 na grant ang kanyang patent. So, or maybe ano natin, somewhat move natin na parang hindi sila magkalala, like 2021, something like that, na? So, hindi this does not give the company to the freedom, no, to commercialize this mobile phone. Why? Because the only invention na protected niya or na-claim niya na kanya is yung pagiging mobile ng phone. But the concept of the telephone na invented in 2020, na-cover pa rin siya ng, like, this is 2045, na-cover pa rin siya ng tawag na to, ng enforcement, no, ng invention ng company 1. Okay? So ibig sabihin, company 2 will not be owns the mobile phone, but the technology of the telephone is covered by patent protection from 2020 to 2040 pala, no, in this example. So hindi siya free to sell the telephone concept kasi yung dinagdag lang niya is pagiging mobile ng phone, no? For example, like ang keypad, no? Hindi sa kanya yung keypad. Although component ng kanyang improvement is yung keypad, kasi hindi naman gagana yung kanyang phone kung walang keypad. The fact na ginamit niya ang existing component na still covered by the patent, so the company 2, the maker of the mobile phone, has no freedom to commercialize the whole telephone na mobile. So, mangyayari, dyan, magkakaroon ng tinatawag na licensing agreement, no? For the company to be able to commercialize its technology on mobile phone, dapat mag-ask siya ng license from the company 1 to allow this company, no, to use the technology ng the whole telephone. Okay, plus keypad technology. Okay? So, meaning, kakaroon pa dapat ng tinatawag natin na licensing agreement between the two. So, every time na si company 2 is gagamit, ay magsasell ng mobile phone kasi uh, dala ng kanyang product, yung concept ng telephone na still in force, so meron siyang royalty na babayaran sa kay Company A. In the same manner, na kung gusto naman ni Company A na mag-engage din sa paggawa ng mobile phone, kailangan mag-ask din siya ng license sa kay Company 2, no? Para ma-allow din siya na mag-sell ng the same uh, new technology. No? So this is what we call the cross licensing. No? So I'm just illustrating the concept that a patent does not give the inventor an absolute right to practice the invention. And again, when you say practice, that is to use, license, or sell the technology. Okay. Okay. In the same manner, for example, may another company 3, no, na inspired by the mobile phone. Parang ginaya ko yung situation ngayon. Take note na ang kanyang technology is only on the touch input device, no? Yung may touch screen. So still, nandyan sa kanyang product ang concept ng smartphone, no? Na enforce pa rin yung kanyang patent. Unless na yung protection ng mobile phone na 20 years has expired, only then can the company 3 commercialize a new mobile phone, okay, with an input device na touch screen na pwede mag-commercialize without having to having the need to ask for license from the previous company, no, na gumawa ng mobile phone. Okay? I hope that makes it clear, no, na sinasabi nating hindi guarantee na makakommercialize ka if you have the grant of patent, especially if yung patent mo is on an improvement of a technology or maybe an additional feature of an existing technology that makes, of course, that base technology or mother technology the predecessor. Okay, I hope that's clear. And then like a TCT or Transfer Certificate of Title or commonly tinatawag natin na land title, a patent is transferable, no? Kasi yung patent ay isang legal document, no? Yung patent natin is not the technology na tangible, no? Yung mga product are only outputs of the invention, no? So, yung talagang nagbibigay ng value sa isang gawa ng inventor is ang kanyang certificate of letters patent. Na tulad ng land title, kung sino ang may hawak ng land title, siya yung may pagmamayari sa isang real estate o sa isang lupa. Okay? Ang lupa nandyan yan. Kung sinong may hawak ng titulo, siya yung may right over the land. No? So, hindi mo mapoprove na ikaw ang may-ari ng lupa hanggat hindi nasa kamay mo yung land title. So, the same manner with the letters patent or the certificate of transfer certificate of title. Okay? And then, it is accessible. It is, the content of the technology being protected via a patent is accessible in all patent databases. Even unlike yung mga journals natin sa research, no? Yung ating work will only be accessible to a particular journal. But in the case of IPs, especially patent, when you have filed a patent and was granted a letters patent sa IPOPhil or sa Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines, your name and your invention will also be published in the databases, no, of the different jurisdiction or different countries. Makikita yung invention, ang pangalan mo sa Google's patent, makikita sa SPASNet, makikita sa patent scope ng WIPO, and even sa United States Patent and Trademark Office of the USA. So that is why it is very possible for an inventor to look for prior arts before investing on a patent application, especially if you are hiring a patent lawyer or patent agent, which is very costly. Okay lang sa atin dahil we are trying to learn the art of patent documentation or patent drafting. So it is very necessary that we access the different database para makita yung ating mga related inventions na pwede nating gawing prior arts, no? For our invention spotting analysis before we even aim to draft the claims and draft the whole patent document. Again, okay lang sa atin dito sa ITSO kasi we are trying to learn this on our own, and yung expenses na i-incur natin is only in the application, and mawawala na yung medyo mas expensive na fee for the patent agents or patent lawyers. But even so, na wala tayong hinahire na patent agents or patent lawyers, it is still wise to access the patent database to be able to look for prior arts para ma-determine natin whether our invention is indeed patentable, no? And at this point, I would like to emphasize, no, na it is very common for us, and I am also a victim of that, no? To avoid this concept of confirmation bias, no? So confirmation bias is somewhat saying na yung kung minsan, especially yung mga bagong inventor, pag pag-isip ng isang inventive concept, they are assuming that they are the one who first came up with that idea, no? But if you are familiar with the prior art search of the different through the different databases, no, and different jurisdiction, you will know that or you will learn that there are people in the Philippines or even abroad who has the same mindset, as you are. May in-imagine ka ngayong technology, somebody else is also imagining the technology, and the game is kung sino unang makapag-file ng patent sa kanya yung patent grant. So yeah, that's why the next lesson is very important. Patent search before we go into the patent drafting.